5 months. That's all it took me to go from barely stringing a sentence together to holding full conversations in English. No expensive courses, no fancy apps, just a system that actually works. And today, I'm going to walk you through every step of it. Let me take you back to month 1. The biggest mistake most people make at the start is trying to learn everything at once. Grammar rules, vocabulary lists, pronunciation guides. They buy thick textbooks, spend hours memorizing verb conjugations, and after 2 weeks they're exhausted and they quit. I did the same thing the first time I tried to learn. So in month 1, I threw out the textbook and did something different. I focused on only 300 words, just 300. These are called high-frequency words, the words that make up about 65% of everything people say in everyday English. Words like get, make, want, need, think, know. I spent 20 minutes a day learning 10 new words, always in a sentence, never alone. Because a word without context is just a sound. A word in a sentence is a tool. By the end of week 4, I wasn't fluent. But I could understand the skeleton of almost any basic conversation. And that feeling, that first crack of comprehension, is what kept me going. Month 2 was about ears, not eyes. I stopped reading about English and started drowning in it. Every morning I listened to a short podcast for learners, something at around 70% comprehension, meaning I understood most of it but not all. That gap is important. Your brain has to work slightly to fill it in. That's where real learning happens. I also started watching one TV show in English, with English subtitles, not my native language subtitles. This is a crucial difference. When subtitles are in your own language, your brain reads them and ignores the audio. When they're in English, your ear and eye work together, and you start to recognize how words actually sound versus how they're spelled. I chose a show with short episodes and lots of dialogue. Something natural, real, conversational. After 30 days of this, I noticed my internal voice, the voice I think in, had started to mix in English words on its own. That's when I knew something was shifting. Month 3. Speaking. This is the part everyone dreads and everyone delays. But here's the truth. If you wait until you feel ready to speak, you will wait forever. I started speaking in month 3 using a simple daily habit, the mirror method. Every morning for 10 minutes, I would look at myself in the mirror and talk. About my day, about what I was thinking, about what I had for breakfast, out loud, in English. It sounds embarrassing, and honestly it is. But no one is listening, and your brain is practicing the physical act of forming English thoughts and English sounds at the same time. After 2 weeks of that, I booked my first session with an online language partner through a free exchange platform. I helped them with my native language for 20 minutes. They helped me with English for 20 minutes. No money, no pressure, just 2 people practicing together. By the end of month 3, I had made more progress speaking than I had in 3 years of classroom English as a teenager. The reason is simple. I was using the language, not just studying it. Month 4 is where most people plateau. The beginner excitement is gone. You're not advanced enough to enjoy native-level content easily. You're stuck in the middle, and the middle is uncomfortable. I called this my swamp month. The key to crossing the swamp is not to push harder, it's to make English unavoidable. I changed my phone to English, my computer, English, my grocery list, written in English. I started journaling 3 sentences every night in English about what happened that day. Simple sentences, imperfect sentences, but every single night. I also made a rule. Whenever I learned a new word, from a show, from a conversation, from a song, I had to use it out loud within 24 hours. Just once, in a sentence, to myself if no one was around. This forced new vocabulary into active memory instead of passive recognition. The plateau broke around week 3 of month 4. Suddenly, native speed content started to slow down in my head. Jokes started landing. Idioms started clicking. I wasn't translating anymore, I was just understanding. Month 5 was about refinement and confidence. I stopped learning English and started living in it. I joined an online community around a topic I genuinely cared about, completely unrelated to language learning, and I participated in English. I read articles about things that interested me. I watched interviews with people I admired. I stopped treating English like a subject and started treating it like a medium, a way to access a bigger world, not a goal in itself. And here's what I want you to remember above everything else. Fluency is not perfection. Native speakers make grammar mistakes. Native speakers mispronounce words. Native speakers forget vocabulary. Fluency means you can express yourself, understand others, and keep going when things get imperfect. That's it. That's the finish line. 5 months. 300 words to start. Listening every morning. Speaking from month 3 even when it was uncomfortable. Keeping the language around you in month 4 when motivation dipped. And in month 5, using English for real things that matter to you. You don't need years, you need a system, and you need to show up. Start today, even if today is just 10 words, because the person you'll be in 5 months is already waiting for you on the other side.